Today, we're talking about fear.
Ooh, like this one time, I had a really scary dream that my hair was licorice. Scary.
What's so scary about that?
Have you ever had licorice? Ew.
Okay, well, I think it's definitely time to rob fear of its power.
Good idea.
R, remember God's truth. Fear isn't a part of you.
O, open your mouth. Say a Bible verse about battling fear.
B, battle it out. Do the things that fear tries to keep you from doing.
There you go. Okay.
And now that we know what fear is all about, can you guys remember the one thing that fear is afraid of?
Oh, I know. Pick me.
Okay, you.
Okay. God's truth.
That's right. So I hope you guys are ready because now it's time to
Rehearse the verse. Today's verse is found in the book of Proverbs, chapter 29, verse 25. Say it like this. Proverbs 29:25. Fearing people is a dangerous trap, but trusting the Lord means safety. Great. Now you guys repeat after me. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, this is a really important one, so are you sure you're ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. Proverbs 29:25.
Proverbs 29:25.
Fearing people is a dangerous trap,
Fearing people is a dangerous trap,
but trusting the Lord means safety.
but trusting the Lord means safety.
Great job!
That is a great job. You know what? I like licorice.
You wanted to see me?
Yeah, you all packed up?
Yeah, ready to go. You know, I have to say, this is the most fun I have ever had on a safety inspection.
I'm glad. And I'm glad we were able to fix all those issues.
Yeah, congratulations on passing. You guys had a long way to get to code, but I have never seen a team work together better.
Thanks. Can I ask you a few questions?
Yeah, ask away.
Okay. What was your favorite part about being here on Konnect Station?
Well, getting to meet the entire crew, and, actually having my work mean something.
Konnect Station has an important mission.
Yeah, I just wasn't an inspector here. I got to help spread the word of Jesus, and that's really all I've ever wanted to do. Yeah, you probably think it's strange from some inspector from the Space Travel Safety Board.
No, not at all. Actually, I am really glad to hear you say that.
Well, I guess I better go tell the others goodbye.
Wait. What if you don't say goodbye?
Well, it seems like the right thing to do.
No, what I mean is, what if you stay here on Konnect Station?
What?
Well, we need a new crew member, and you know we could use someone to oversee safety, so what do you think?
You want me to join Konnect crew?
Yes, exactly. Don't you want to be here?
Yeah, it's not that. I can't think of any other place I'd rather be, but I have to think about it.
Sure. Is there a problem?
Yeah, my friends and family.
Oh, I hope Luke decides to join the Konnect Station crew. I think he'll be perfect. But it seems like he has a lot to think about.
Yeah, me. Hey, what you doing? You wanna know what I'm doing? I'm opening letters the kids from Earth send us.
Kids from Earth write to you?
Yeah, sometimes. Lila got a new cat. And Grace loves gymnastics. Ooh, and Ella sent Mike a new sandwich recipe. I just love these letters. Is it time for you to go home?
I thought it so, but I'm not so sure now. Ray just offered me a position on Konnect crew.
Really? Oh, that'd be awesome. We can hang out all the time and talk about everything, and you help me go through these letters. Or I could do that. What's wrong? You're not nervous, are you? Don't worry, we'll all help you.
No, it's not that. It's my friends and family. They don't believe in Jesus. And I don't know what they'll say if I take the job.
Oh, yeah. It's hard not to worry what people think, huh?
You could say that.
You know what you need? A story! Let me see. Oh, yeah, this one! Watch this, it's great. And I ain't lying.
This is his 66 picks mixed up into one. The book's about God, who he is and what he's done. It's the Holy Bible, y'all, with God's truth packed tight inside. It's alive, a prize to hide in your heart and in your mind. Old Testaments are set up for the big event when Jesus crashed the scene with a new arrangement. It's history, his story, whose story, God's story. Oh, the story of how much he loves me. Let him blow up all the pages, let the show go live. Let his word explode from this video into your life.
God's people disobeyed him, so he let their enemies take them into captivity. They destroyed Jerusalem and carried away many of the Jews to their own country, Babylon. Daniel was one of the Jews in Babylon. He trusted God and prayed to him 3 times a day. God blessed Daniel, and he became a powerful leader in that country. Some leaders were jealous of Daniel, so they made a new law. People could only pray to King Darius. Whoever disobeyed would be thrown into a lion's den. Darius agreed. Daniel still prayed to God and was arrested. Darius was sad. He liked Daniel. He realized he'd been tricked, but couldn't change the law. Daniel was thrown to the lions. The lions roared and crept up to Daniel. Then an angel arrived. It was God who sent him. The angel shut the lions' mouths. Daniel spent the night there unharmed. At daybreak, Darius went to see if Daniel was alive. God sent an angel to save me, Daniel said. The king was thrilled. Daniel was pulled out of the den. Then King Darius had Daniel's enemies thrown into the den. The lions gobbled them up. King Darius told everyone in his kingdom to honor Daniel's powerful living God.
You get it? I ain't lying. What I'm trying to say is, Daniel still prayed to God, even when others didn't want him to.
And those other people ended up putting Daniel in the lion's den.
Well, yeah, but God still protected him. God's always with you, even when others don't like the choices you make for Jesus. Especially then. No one can take away God's love, power, or friendship.
I see how God protected Daniel. He was a brave man.
So, does this mean you're not afraid of what your friends and family might think?
It means I have a lot more to think about now.
Hey, wait. This one's for you.
Luke is afraid of what his friends and family might think if he joins our crew. Today's point will help him. Friends, say it with me in 3, 2, 1. I rob fear of its power when I live only for God. Very good. Perhaps Luke will discover this point very soon.
So, have you thought about my offer anymore?
I have, and I just don't know. I know I want to say yes, but I have to admit I'm scared. No one else in my family believes in God. They either think he's a waste of time or he's not even there. I don't want to upset them by taking the job. I love my family. I don't want to disappoint them.
I understand. Really, I do. And I'm definitely not saying that there won't be hard times that come with this. Actually, following Jesus and his mission for your life will lead to more difficult times. But that's only because people, they won't always understand the choices that you make for God. It's not easy, but then again, he never said that it would be. The good news is, Jesus promises to always be there with us. Always.
You're right. I know I'm not a official crew member yet, but could I?
Of course.
To the room.
Hello again, Luke. How can I help you?
Ray offered me a position on Konnect station.
That is wonderful news.
It is, but my friends and family might not like it. I don't want to be afraid of what they think, but I am. Could you show me the verse? Proverbs 29:25. Fearing people is a dangerous trap. Trusting the Lord means safety. Well, I'm all about safety, but how is fearing people a trap?
Worrying about what others think more than what God thinks can lead to some bad decisions. And it can cause you to be afraid to fully live out God's plan.
I saw a story on Daniel. He was brave. He didn't even let lions keep him from obeying God.
God protected Daniel. He will protect you too when you live only for Him.
I want that. I only want to live for Him.
Then, do you think God wants you to join the Konnect crew? Luke, search your feelings. You know it to be true.
I don't want to be afraid of what people might think anymore. And I rob fear of its power when I live only for God.
Congratulations, Luke. You have connected the dots.
So that's the point. I rob fear of its power when I live only for God. I know just what that means for me. Thanks, Room.
You're very welcome, Luke.
Luke, look at my crew. We all had to deal with our own challenges when deciding to be up here, but we wouldn't change it for anything.
Yeah, being up here, I've grown so much closer to my dad. And I learn more about God every single day.
When I first got here, I was so lonely because I didn't know who my family was. Then I got to be a part of God's family. And now I've gotten to meet my sister for the first time.
Luke, we don't know what Konnect holds for you, but we promise God will be there with you, and so will we.
Well, that's good. Because I accept.
Yeah!
The room helped me realize that I was letting fear make my decisions for me. Discovering the point really helped. I rob fear of its power when I live only for God.
I rob fear of its power when I live only for God. I love that.
Okay, everyone, welcome Luke, our newest Konnect crew member.
Yeah! Let's do it. You fist bump, and then you
Bring it out.
There you go. Ah.
Oh, we're so glad we have a new crew member.
I'm so glad that Luke stopped being so worried about what other people might think.
It seems like he really got today's point. Will you say it with us? I rob fear of its power when I live only for God.
Oh, here we go. Let's go. R, remember God's truth. Fear is not a part of you.
Okay, next. Here we go. Yep, got it. O, open your mouth. Say a Bible verse about battling fear. Yeah, here we go.
Let's see. B, battle it out. Do the things that fear tries to keep you from doing.
And now it's time to open our mouths and say today's Bible verse. Will you say it with us? Okay. Proverbs 29:25. Fearing people is a dangerous trap, but trusting the Lord means safety. This week, let's avoid dangerous traps
And remember to live for God only.
and avoid dangerous traps.
Dangerous traps.
Dangerous traps.
Dangerous traps.
Joining the Konnect crew was a big decision. I was worrying about what other people might think of me. Do you ever worry about what your friends might think about you if you tell them about Jesus? If so, remember this. I rob fear of its power when I live only for God. The best and biggest decision I ever made was to allow Jesus to be the leader of my life. Following Jesus is what life is all about. You can choose it too. Just remember, A, B, C. A, admit. Admit that you've done wrong and ask God to forgive you for disobeying Him. B, believe. Believe God sent Jesus to take the punishment for your sin. Trust that you are forgiven because Jesus made you right with God. C, choose. Choose to spend your whole life depending on God's power to help you say no to sin. As you live and love like Jesus, tell others God is your leader and number one friend. If you've never chosen to follow Jesus, I hope that you will today. Just talk with your Konnect group leader about it before you leave.